going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over 3 plays that you guys can use to beat any solo battle on the hardest difficulty. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here because you were searching on YouTube for MUT 23 content and you found my video, or maybe it was recommended to you, stay a while. Click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So this video is going to help you guys, especially a lot of you that are out there struggling against the hardest difficulty on solo battles, to easily get wins. We got one defensive play and then a run play and a pass play on offense. You can literally run those 3 plays all game and easily get out of there with wins. So why would we want to play solo battles on the highest difficulty? Mainly because of the competitive pass, which is going to update every 2 weeks and feature a lot of rewards. And these objectives could change. We've had a lot of issues with them early on in MUT, but by the time you're watching this video, maybe later in the year, hopefully things are a lot better. If you go to your competitive pass and go over to solo battles, you're going to get CP, competitive points, which levels you up or down the reward path for the competitive pass. And you're going to get this CP. You get 1 every time you win a solo battle game. And then you have some just generic rewards at 2, 5, 10, 15, 25, and 30 wins. Now you can achieve additional CP if you play on a harder difficulty. So if you play on veteran or higher, you get 4 CP after 2 wins, and then the same thing for 8 wins. They have objectives for winning on MVP or higher, but they also have winning on legend. And here's the thing, if you play on legend, you're going to knock out the MVP or higher and the veteran or higher objectives as well, all at the same time. So it's going to save you time, it's going to earn you more rewards if you play all of your games on legend difficulty. And a lot of people early on told me, like, the computer is unbelievably good, it's so difficult, I can't really do it. I'm here to help you guys. I found a great defensive play for you to run, and I don't think your overall on your team is really going to matter either. I think it's going to work regardless. I've done this on my no money spent team that's only about an 82 overall right now, and we've had success. So we're going to jump into a legend solo battle game. We're going to show you the plays in action, but let's show you them on some play art here first. Here is the defensive play you're going to want to run. It's called Hammer O Blast. It's going to be in any 4-3, I believe it's 4-3 under, but you can see under the play art here all of the playbooks that have it. So Chiefs, Bills, Cowboys, multiple D, which is not available yet, Seahawks, Saints, and Panthers. I have the Chiefs playbook right now. I think I'm going to be switching to the Panthers very soon, but I want this play. I don't really run it online. This is specifically a play to run against the computer, whether it's solo battles or regular solo challenges, and it generates a ton of pressure. You'll get a lot of interceptions from it as well, so we'll show you that in action. Then on offense, you can go a couple different routes. So here is one of my favorite running plays over the last couple years. It's an under center 0-1 trap, and the only problem is that it's not available in a ton of playbooks, and it's also not available with the pass play that we want to use in a ton of playbooks. So if you're going to run this single back 0-1 trap here, you're going to want to go with the Texans playbook, because the passing play that we're going to be using is this trail play, and this is definitely my favorite passing play against the CPU. It gets so open pretty much every time. Very easy to run, very easy to make reads. You're going to see that 0-1 trap and this trail play both in the Texans playbook. They just don't have a lot of other things going for them in that playbook. So I would actually recommend the Saints playbook, which still has this trail play. And then as far as our alternate play to run the ball when needed, you can just simply go to an inside zone. And it's out of that same bunch formation from the trail play. You go inside zone when you need to run, you go trail when you need to pass. Now, one other option, if you really like the single back 0-1 trap, this is a different formation, but same concept. It can be found in the Buccaneers playbook offensively, and that's the only playbook you can find it in. There is a similar pass play that we can use against the CPU, and it's Y-trail, and this one's found in the Bucs offense as well. So this one has the, the trailing play, the angle route kind of from the tight end that get really open, and then that corner route, again, we'll show you these in action in a moment. That corner route beats man coverage, I'd say like 75% of the time, and the post route is actually really easy to throw for downfield, like splitting the defense. So those are the plays. Whatever route you want to take, it's up to you. I personally have been in Chiefs defense for the Hammer O Blast play, and then I've been in the Saints offense for the trail and the inside zone out of shotgun. So we will show you those 3 plays specifically, and then we will switch over to the Buccaneers playbook to show you the 0-1 trap and the Y trail to end out the video. Let's go ahead and jump into a solo battle game and show you how it works. Real quick, one other thing I thought of before we launch into the game, playing on the hardest difficulty, we're doing this for CP reasons for the competitive pass. I explained that, but it also gives you a higher battle score when you play on a harder difficulty. That battle score does not matter. If you go to my rank, if you played solo battles in years past, this is where you would typically see solo battle rewards. It doesn't work that way. All of the rewards are in the competitive pass for anything solo battle related. The battle score is going to put you into the top 100. The higher score you have, the better you're going to be ranked. But this ranking at this point in the year means absolutely nothing. So we're playing on the hardest difficulty. We'll go against the featured opponent. Purposely, it does give you that high battle score, but we just want to do legend because we simply want to make sure we max out the rewards within our competitive pass. So I'm trying to go through all of the pre-play, pre-snap adjustments you need to make, and the CPU is snapping the ball extremely fast. So we're going to kind of be in and out of the defensive play first with the cuts in the video here. But the first thing you're going to do after you pick the play is you're going to want to press your defense. So that's going to be triangle on PlayStation, Y on Xbox, and then you're going to press down on the D-pad. That will press your defense. The second thing you need to do is press triangle again, or Y on Xbox, and press up on your right analog stick. That's going to basically shade over top. That helps so we don't get beat over the top on like streak plays. And then the final thing you're going to have to do is once again hit triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox and push your right analog stick to the right. That's going to shade coverage outside. I don't have any rhyme or reason why I do that. Typically it works, so we just continue to do it. So let's go ahead and pick our play, and again, just watch. We're going to hit triangle and down to press, triangle and up on the right analog stick to shade over top, and then triangle and to the right with the right analog stick. And we're going to be using Bobby Wagner, or our middle linebacker, our non-blitzing middle linebacker. Now, I will tell you, against 5 wide, even though we got the pick right there, 5 wide is very difficult to cover. So we lucked out there. We're on offense now. Let's run our offensive plays, but we're going to come back to the defense in a moment here because I don't only want to show you the play one time. I want you to see it a few times. But as you can see, we put pressure on the QB. He made a bad throw. We were able to click on and get the interception with no problem. So for running the ball within this formation, or remember, we are on the Saints offensive book this time, we're going to go over to our favorites, and it's trail and inside zone. It's pretty straightforward with the inside zone. I feel like this gets pretty good blocking. You don't want to run too far to the right when you snap the ball. Kind of look for that gap in the middle of the offensive line and go through it that way. That's typically what I do. I like anticipate that to be open because it typically usually is. So let's go ahead and run it one more time. We'll flip it here and just see what we get. And it's not like you're going to break for 40 yards every time you run this play. But as you can see, just kind of focus on the center of the field. That keeps the clock running if you're trying to get these done quickly, and that hole is usually there. Now for the pass play, the only thing we do, it's gun bunch trail, the only thing I do, the running back's already blocked, so that's good, is I streak the outside receiver. So in this case, it's Randy Moss. We're going to hit triangle on PlayStation, Y on Xbox. We would hit square. I think that's going to be X on Xbox, and then up on our left analog stick to put him into a streak. And that's pretty much it. If that streak gets open, we can go ahead and throw it. But the main routes we're looking for are either circle or X. And you're going to want a possession catch most times because that safety does come down and play that pretty quickly. But the more open route, the more safer route is going to be the X receiver, which is going to be your tight end. So you see we got our streak here again. I could probably hit circle for a touchdown here, but I normally just kind of go underneath there. And this one will get 8, 9, 10 yards a pop. It's the most safe play in the world. I'm not over-exaggerating here or even just regular exaggerating. I think I could run this play 100 times and complete it 98 at minimum here. It just gets open so easily. It's so easy to move down the field. And again, when it's time to run the ball, you can go to your favorite run play. You don't have to run this. I just like this because it's in the same formation. It's easy to run. It's easy to get to. And look, center of the offensive line, boom, just that easy. We're in against the computer on Legend. We got to stop. We got a touchdown. You can really get into chew clock and play it safe mode at this point, especially when you get the ball back if you're still up 7-0, because then you got the lead. You get the ball back at halftime, and you have the ball at that moment with the 7-0 lead. So we're going to get back on defense. I want to show you the defense a little bit more because we didn't see it enough the first time around. And I do want to be clear on defense. This play isn't foolproof. It's not going to stop the computer 100% of the time. There are times and situations where you're going to get burned and beat for a long touchdown, and it just is what it is. But it's super consistent, right? You can see I only averaged 5.2 yards given up on it. So let's pick it. We're going to press. We're going to shade up and shade out. And then we're going to use this middle linebacker. I do like to kind of hover against the offensive line when they first snap. And by the way, the CPU literally cannot run the ball on this defense. It's more so for pass defense. But if they ever try to run, it's blown up every time. Let's go ahead and run it again. Triangle and down to press, triangle and up on the right analog stick, and then up and over to the right to shade up and outside. And we have to cover this guy if he goes out for a route. If he doesn't, and here's an example where we might get beat deep. If the guy you're covering or you're responsible goes out for a route, you got to cover him. It's your responsibility. If he doesn't, then you can fall back in coverage and just try to cover the, whoever's open the most. Like I said, not foolproof, but very, very good defense. End of the quarter. Let's go ahead and run it some more here. I want to get a pressure because it does get home a lot and you can get sacks a lot as well. But I do hope to get a pressure here. So let's see. Watch how I kind of hover against the offensive line for the first half a second, first full second. They're going to try to run, and I said it was never gets beat by the run, and of course it does now that I'm video recording here. But again, if they pass, and I think they're going to run here, which they're going to get, it's going to get blown up. But if they pass, just watch how I hover around the offensive line for the first couple seconds, and there, the run is bagged. That last one, I promise you, was an exception. Press, shade up, shade out. We're going to hover over here. Don't worry about the safety having to cover a lot of ground to get that tight end over on the right of our screen. So now we got to cover, and we're going to get agged every once in a while. It just is what it is when it comes to the ags. Hopefully we can get some pressure. Like normally I get way better pressure than this. They do have a lot of success with ags and basically like curl routes, quick curls, because our defenders just can't get in front of it. But let's see what happens when their back is, or when our backs are against the goal line here. So we're covering, and there we go. We have another pick. Bend, but don't break, guys. Don't get discouraged if you give up some yards like I did. I'm telling you, in the long run, this defense is phenomenal. We'll run the offensive play one more time here. I think we're going to hit circle on this situation and in a big gain downfield. You'll find that streak on our left of screen gets open against like easier solos. Against solo battles, it's not really going to do so. Again, I think we can clear this one. Sometimes you'll have to jump up and triangle catch that or aggressive catch that. But just look how easy it is. We're just making the reads. X, the tight end, is going to be the safer read. The circle route, that deeper post or cut inside is going to be the more risky throw. And if you really, really want to play it safe, I mean, the drag, I threw that way too late, but that drag is pretty much open all the time as well. So let me see how open it is. Because I don't throw it a ton, I didn't even really pay attention to it, but it's open there. X is going to be now open there. The drag usually clears out the middle of the field. Like I said, guys, I think you get the point on offense. We're going to finish up this game. I'm going to stop recording. Then I'm going to jump over to No Money Spent, play defense on that account, and run out of the Buccaneers playbook just to show you the other two offensive plays, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so we're on the No Money Spent team. We're picking a game on Legend. Just want to make sure you guys see that because I know there's somebody out there watching with a tinfoil hat on thinking that I'm playing on Rookie or something. And we're going to run the same thing on defense. Let's see what happens first if we go on offense or defense. And it looks like we're going to be on offense. So we'll run. We're in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive playbook now, which remember has an 0-1 trap for the running play and then the Y trail for the passing play. Let's just go ahead and go down, and I'll show you the running play. It's not really like there's any secret on how to run it. You're just simply going to kind of run up the middle, kind of like the inside zone where we were attacking the middle, but we had to make that cut back. We're going to go over to favorites, and it's 0-1 trap under single back doubles. Pretty much any 0-1 trap under single back works, and you just kind of run forward. That pulling guard usually clears a hole, and you just kind of got to maneuver around whatever hole is there for you, but you're looking straight ahead. You don't really need to ever bounce to the outside. And this team has, I think, maybe one, two... most of the offensive linemen on this team aren't very good, so I don't know how well the blocking is going to be, but it still should be enough to occasionally get you, 3 to 5 yards off the every carry or so, and you just find your way through the hole there. So boom, that's the running play. Now for the passing play, I don't think I make any adjustments to it. So it's wide trail out of gun bunch, halfback strong. I block the running back. That's it. So we want to block the running back. Now the primary read is going to be circle, that first drag. Then we're going to look at X, which is that angle route. But a lot of times, especially against regular solo challenges, you can hit that post in the middle of the field. Solo battles on Legend, I wouldn't really be looking for that as your first read. This one's a little bit more dink and dunky compared to the one we just showed you out of the Saints playbook. I more so look at circle for my first read, and if X happens to be there, then, I'm going to throw that one as well. At the end of the day, both of those should get open, and if it's really hardcore man coverage, digs, that, corner route, corner post is really going to be open. We'll find X here, pass lead up the middle a little bit. Definitely make sure you take advantage of your possession catching as well and solo battles, because, the CPU gets a little cracked at times. But as you can see, I'm just literally moving the ball up and down the field, running the same exact play, just making my reads here. We'll go to X again, and we're going to score a touchdown. This is absolutely 4-down territory, but it looks like we'll sneak in on the second try. So there's the offensive plays in the Bucs offense. We're going to obviously be on defense now that we scored. Still in the Chiefs defense, still going to run that same defensive play. But I just want to show it to you guys with a not so good team, an 82 overall team. There's no defense for kick returns from a fullback in solo battles, so we'll try that again in a moment. All right, we're on defense. We're going to go to favorites. By the way, if you don't know how to favorite a play, I put out a video on my second channel, basically a full tutorial on how to use the play calling screen on Next Gen. We'll link that video down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. So press, shade up, shade out. We're going to hover with our middle linebacker. This team not very good on defense here, and I mean, we force a bad throw. I really still, I keep saying it, hope that I can get some pressure, because I normally get a lot of sacks in this defense. We got 2 interceptions on the main team here, but normally it's the sacks that really get you the ball here. So there we go. We got one now. Once they start retreating like that, it's over. And again, this is an 82 overall team. This team is not very good, especially defensively. We're more strong on offense. But you got to be careful. If you want to go to a safer defense on a 3rd and 23 here, you definitely can. I'm going to be more aggressive, but you can get burned deep for long plays down the field. Looks like they're playing it safe with halftime coming up here and running the ball, and I'm over here retreating, but we got the stop anyway, and they're not going to score. We'll go one more series or 1 or 2 more plays, depending on how it all goes, but I think and hope you guys get the point. Press, shade up, shade out. User control this linebacker. If you got to cover your man, and you can always click off. If you don't feel like you're skilled enough to make that tackle, get him in range, click off, and then the computer will do the rest of the work for you. But cover your assignment if he goes out for a pass. If he does not, you can kind of drop back and cover whoever you see is closest to you, or whoever you think is going to be open. Typically, runs are going to get bagged up like it, almost got through there, but for the most part, you're stopping the run. And here we go. Big 3rd down play. Could be the, oops, I messed up my camera. I'm going to call a timeout. There's a setting where you can change camera toggle off, and I didn't do that yet on this account, but now we're all set up. And hopefully we can get a sack here. I'd like to get some more pressure. We got to cover, so the drag, let's say the drag may have been open there and they didn't throw it, but we got the knockaway. We got the ball back. And now with a 7-point lead deep in the 3rd quarter, we can just run that 0-1 trap, play it really, really safely, get out of here and get our win on the hardest difficulty. And those are the plays that you're going to need to succeed. If you got any questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.